I'm teacher Jiang. Nice to meet you again. In this lesson, we will learn about how to provide the service for the elderly, children, and pregnant women who are considered special passengers. As usual, let's start by watching some materials.
Hello, kids. Come this way, follow me.
Hello, welcome aboard.
Okay, I will get it for you right away. Would you like to play with him for a bit?
Keep each other company. And then cover up with a blanket. Okay. The blanket is very large. Just fasten this buckle.
Welcome aboard.
Follow me.
Everyone is in position, simulating a safe takeoff.
The little boy was crying and making a fuss, so I went to comfort her alone, squatting in front of him and talking to him. It's your first time on an airplane, right? Later, I poured him a cup of cola and said, "Be a good boy, finish this cup of cola, and then we can see mom." Then he became very well behaved, drinking quietly.
Sir, our plane has come to a complete stop.
Team B has clearly made full preparations in team organization, and there were no significant incidents during the entire flight.
First, let's know what special passengers are. Special passengers refer to passengers who need special care during the flight due to various reasons. They are relatively conservative, as their physical functions decline, slow to respond, relatively weak adaptability, but with a strong mindset of not admitting old age. They have a slow thinking and a memory decline, with their speech is not coherent or even incoherent. They desire respect and emphasize comfort and safety when flying, as well as reliable quality service requirements for the elderly. Assist warmly and help with luggage. Respect the elderly and ask whether they need assistance. 2. Arrange seats and help fasten seat belts. 3. Flight distance, time. Speak a bit louder and move at a slower pace. Cabin service equipment includes call button, clean bag, toilet, etc. 5. Used canes would baked under the passenger's seat or kept by the flight attendant. 6. With a lower body temperature and poor hearing, they prefer hot drinks and soft food. 7. Do not leave them near emergency exits. 8. Inform to the ground before landing whether a wheelchair is needed, and if someone will pick up, arrange them to disembark last. Catering service for them. Try to serve hot drinks and soft food, and proactively introduce the available meals. Child passenger service. Children aged 2 to 12 are little passengers. First, try not to hold them. If you must hold, always get the adult's consent. Secondly, when communicating with them, try to squat down and communicate with them at the same level to enhance affinity. Third, when serving drinks and meals, ask for the accompanying adult's opinion. Infant service. Infants aged 14 days to 2 years. First, aviation law stipulates that little passengers aged 14 days to 2 years must be accompanied by an adult on the plane. Second, proactively introduce the use of emergency and service equipment inside the cabin to the mother of the infant, like the call button, ventilator, toilet with baby diaper changing facilities, etc. Do not arrange seats next to emergency exits. Third, arrange seats in the front row, or where a bassinet can be placed. Properly arrange carry-on items, assist with the seatbelt, use a small pillow to support the baby's head, and remind the mother to protect the baby during takeoff, landing, and turbulence. Fourth, assign a dedicated person to provide necessary care. Fifth, adjust the ventilator properly. Do not let the air vent blow directly on the baby and the mother. Sixth, after the plane levels off, hang the bassinet, pad it with a blanket, and place a small pillow, allowing the baby to lie fully in the bassinet, with the safety belt fastened. Seventh, the regulation for a bassinet is 11 kilograms, 24 pounds. Eighth, consult the guardian about the baby's feeding and hydration schedule, and any special requirements, etc. Clean and sterilize the baby bottle and nipple. Ninth, during descent, inform the mother to wake the baby. To prevent ear pressure, fasten the seat belt and stow the bassinet. 10th, after landing, help the mother organize her carry-on items. When disembarking, assist the mother in carrying and dressing the baby. Pregnant passengers refer to those who are approved by the carrier for transportation and meet the transportation conditions. Those who are less than 32 weeks pregnant are transported as regular passengers. Those who are 32 weeks pregnant but less than 35 weeks should have a medical clearance for flying issued within 7 days before boarding. Pregnant women who are 35 weeks or more, whose expected delivery date is within 4 weeks or more, who cannot accurately determine the expected delivery date, and those who have given birth within less than 7 days, are not accepted for carriage. When serving, inform the location of the restroom and specifically instruct to fasten the seatbelt at the thigh level and use a blanket to pad under the seatbelt. The key and difficult point: children's passenger service is the service for unaccompanied minor passengers. On the day of the flight, parents should arrive at the duty counter with the child's ticket 2.5 hours in advance. The airline staff will assist the child with check-in procedures and guide the child to board and hand over to the flight crew. Upon arrival, based on prior notice, ground staff will meet with the attendants to handle necessary procedures for the child and ensure the child is safely handed over to the parents. An unaccompanied minor badge will be worn by the child throughout the journey for emergencies. The unaccompanied minor document bag will be handed over by the ground staff to the attendants, and finally to the designated person who picking up the child. Upon arrival, introduce the child's situation To the person picking them up. If no one is there to meet the child, inform the ground staff in detail about the child and hand over all the items they are carrying. At the end of the course, let's review the special passenger services we learned today. Services for the elderly, children, and pregnant women. Actively help the elderly and respect them, providing comfortable and reliable services. 2. Key points for child service. Serve small passengers with adult consent. Wear an unaccompanied minor badge on the child. Give unaccompanied children a good sign of unaccompanied children. after disembarking, and hand over the unaccompanied minor document bag and child to the designated person picking them up. 3. Key points for pregnant women's service. For those less than 32 weeks pregnant, handle as regular passengers. For those 32 weeks pregnant, but less than 35 weeks, have a medical clearance for flying issued within 7 days before boarding, and inform them to fasten the seatbelt at the thigh level, and use a blanket to pad under the seatbelt. 4. Key points for infant service. Use a pillow to support the baby's head. Today's course is over. I'm Jiang. See you next time.